everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Cardinals going up against the Rams. And we'll send you over to L.A. now, where Brandon Godden and Charles Davis have the call.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football in this city for 22 years, but football is back here in Los Angeles. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. For the first time with Johnson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go to Johnson again. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Let's meet the starters on the defensive side of the football for Arizona.
And let's talk about Robert Kimdichie, their first-round pick out of Mississippi. I still remember him coming out of high school. An absolute terror, maybe the best high school prospect in the nation. People look to see if his motor is going to run high all the time, because when it does, he is something else.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And Ginn's got it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
first and goal, Gurley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go.
They run it with Mason. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Here we go now.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And his throw is incomplete. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Reggie Nelson is a safety who prides himself on being a ball hawk, but at times will guess and sometimes give up the big play.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Get ready.
Throwing now. Palmer on 1st down. He's going to wind up in it. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Here we go now.
Gurley again here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. second down, here's Keenum. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
The one running back is Gurley, and they'll give it to him here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Hurry up, Detroit! Detroit!
Well, snap came at 1. Keenum. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game.
And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Get ready. Blue, mirror, mirror, mirror.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. First down, it's Palmer underneath for Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Regular, regular. Regular, regular. Zebra, zebra.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
95. Blue, 95. Sally, 19. Regular, regular. Blue, 95. Blue, 95.
They'll indeed go for it. Palmer, he gets it to Brown. Complete. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He's going to look deep down. This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Niles Paul as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And the Rams getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Keenum now on 1st down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down Rams.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The final shot before half for Keenum. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now it's Peterson. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards.
And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They come out here in the eye. On first down, it's Gurley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4... You've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Again they run with Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And now it looks like, and before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
Keenum now on the keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak. Nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bart.
Keenum runs the sneak. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go. Blues 58.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's Floyd on the right. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd, 99 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Well, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was grim.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. On third down, Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Mike Nugent now to line up for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Nugent puts it through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they did cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Keenum now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 4th and 4.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now let's go, Leopard.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit!
Desperation time for Keenum on 4th. And a quick throw here that's complete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Paul bringing it in. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Right now, Blues regular. Sally 19, zip. Right now, Blues 58, Blues 58.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go. Blues 58, Blues 58.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now it's Palmer, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's Keenum. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on second down is Keenum. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because
David Johnson on his way. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 70 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
No. Check. Patriot. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play clock winding down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Here's Keenum to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Keenum, got to have this one. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So the D-line's going to spread out. Brown, the lone receiver left. Now it's Palmer looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. On that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Keenum on first down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first and 10, Keenum. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and that'll bring up second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
One receiver right, that's Brown.
Let's go.
Oh, Palmer looking to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say